Over the last week now, I've been playing an insane amount of Jurassic World Evolution 2, and during that time I've come to learn, I think, hopefully, everything there is to learn about the game. Mostly, I haven't unlocked everything, but I've got a good grasp of the game, and I know basically all of the new, incredible features that elevate it so much above its predecessor. However, there are also some new features that do drag it down quite a bit. And this is just a video talking about one of those features. I'm sorry that my first video on the game is going to be a bit of a negative one, but I've seen a lot of people outreach about this on social media, but I've not seen anyone really cover it on their YouTube channels. So I just wanted to make this quick video explaining to Frontier, if they see this, or to anyone else, that just my thoughts on this new feature. And this feature in specific is the new medical system, which in my eyes was a mistake, a big mistake, and it makes the game worse it makes it better in a couple ways, but it makes it worse in far more ways than it makes it better. I think it can be altered to be better, but I'll get into that as we get into the video. So please remember to like and subscribe before I get into it, and yeah, let's do it. One of the amazing, well, not amazing, but one of the new features that was coming in Jurassic World Evolution 2 from Jurassic World Evolution 1 was an improved medical system. This had added more diseases, this added more stuff, it even added the whole new vehicle, the paleomedical facility, which you would use to scan the dinosaurs to see what illness they had, and then based on that you'd do the relevant research tasks to unlock the research or knock them out and send them to the paleomedical facility. Well, on the surface this sounds like a more in-depth way to do the disease thing than just having a ranger team go out and shoot them. It does add a multitude of issues to the game. So first of all, let's talk about the whole disease thing. So, there is some really cool stuff to do with the diseases. One of these is the fact that things like common colds can't be cured, because in the first game there was a common cold, and there was a cure, which just isn't real. There is no cure for the common cold, as I wish there was. I am perpetually ill, but there is no cure for it, and in this game there isn't a cure for it. I think that is a really interesting thing. It just means it'll pass after a couple minutes, and maybe if the dinosaur's health is getting a bit low, you send out the medical team just to dart it. That is a very cool feature. However, my issue with this feature comes with the curable diseases. One of my issues with this is the fact that you have to do a mini task in order to be able to research them. Now this is the overall doing a task to do a research feature I do like, because it means to unlock certain dinosaurs you have to meet certain requirements, or you have to have a certain amount of something in your park, or maybe a certain guest rating and stuff, and that is all very cool. However, when it comes to diseases, it is not welcome, because from personal experience, while I was playing the San Diego Chaos Theory, I had a breakout of E. coli among my Compsognathus. Now, I hadn't had a proper breakout at this, a proper disease breakout I hadn't already unlocked as part of the story. So, what I did the only thing I knew how to do, and I removed the feeder. And then I saw, oh, I can't research it, and then the requirement was I had to disinfect the feeder. So then I was left with the dilemma. I now no longer have an infected feeder, so I just have 6 E. coli infected Compsognathus that are just gonna die, and there's nothing I could do about it. And eventually they did die, and there was nothing you could really do in that situation. Which I think it's I don't know, I think there should never be a point where your dinosaurs are condemned to death, where if you don't do something correctly. In a breakout, if you don't build the proper fences, you can always get them back in. However, there are issues with that, which I'll get to later on in this video as well. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that system, because there's somewhere you have to take a photo of an infected dinosaur, which even if you did I know this is probably just a rookie error on my part, but it's still annoying that before you can get into help your dinosaurs, which are dying, you have to go in and take a photo or do some task before you can do that, instead of just being able to research the required thing and I don't know, stockpile. This isn't really a thing that's majorly impactful, but it is something that I just wanted to mention because it's in the same sort of category as the main issue I have with this thing. So, the major issue I have with the new medical system is injuries. God, I hate injuries. I think it's a cool idea and all, but it means if you have 5 Velociraptors in an enclosure, chances are all 5 of them are going to have the aggressive ability, because, they're Velociraptors, what are they going to do? They're going to be annoying. So they're all fighting each other, yeah? And every single time 2 of them will fight for dominance, which is happening, say, once every 10 minutes, or 5, or probably more like 3 minutes if you're using a sped up time, which I'm assuming you all are probably most of the time. It means that every 10 minutes, you have to go check on the dinosaur, see what it has, then go send out a capture team to knock it out, and then go to send it to a paleomedical facility and assign a scientist. Now, this alone doesn't sound bad. If it was happening maybe once every half an hour, maybe an hour, but no, this is happening every 5 minutes if you're playing on sped up speed. And it is a real pain. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. So, like, from my experience, I was playing the Jurassic Park Chaos Theory, and I know it's known for being a very hard Chaos Theory, and I did find it difficult. It took me about 10 hours to finish. However, I think a lot of that was attributed to the fact that for some reason I decided to keep having the Velociraptors in my park, and every 10 minutes I was building an enclosure or doing something, I would have to go spend 2 minutes just trying to heal my dinosaurs so they don't all die. And it was just, it's a cool feature, but they really need to tamp it down. The fights for dominance are very cool, so like every 10 minutes they'll fight, but please don't make it so that every single time one of these creatures will fight, it will do that. Because it makes it impossible almost. If I was doing a Jurassic challenge mode, I would never have small carnivores in my park. I've not seen this issue as much with large carnivores, but I have also seen it with things like Triceratops and that, which isn't to as big of an extent, because that is less frequent, which I think is fine. If it's less frequent, that's good. I think they should just add that to Velociraptors and Dilophosaurus as well, I've noticed it with. But they are just relentlessly killing each other, and it is, not only does it just drain your time, but your money as well. It becomes an unenjoyable experience, because you're just repeating the same thing every 5 minutes, and like while you could be like going off and building a nice exhibit, or watching your dinosaurs, and you'll get a little notification at the top of the screen, VLC1 has an undiagnosed ailment, and you have to go help it, and there's nothing. It's just such an annoying system to me. I think definitely with some tampering down and altering, sure, it could work, but in the current state, it's not great. There's also an issue with dinosaur breakouts being like, and storms especially, just storms in general being catastrophic for your park's money. If you are playing any game mode and you don't have at least 3 million in the bank, any small storm will put you into the negatives. Which isn't much of an issue if you have like good fences and that. But in like a challenge mode, I can imagine you're using the cheapest fences, like the smallest fence, and your T-Rex breaks out. You're about to be on negative money. What do you do in that scenario? There's nothing you can really do, and it causes you a lot of issues. Now, overall, I do think Jurassic World Evolution 2 is a vastly improved sequel, basically, and it's good in a lot of ways, but there's definitely some ways where it feels like they didn't check if they should. To quote Jeff Goldblum, they were too busy wondering whether they could that they didn't wonder whether they should. And I think this is one of those scenarios where they were so caught up in this new feature that they didn't check how it would play in something like a Jurassic Park Chaos Theory or Jurassic Challenge. And they just didn't check it. And there's a couple of other things like that as well, like with the sandbox mode settings, and there's a couple of other real weird polishing issues that just weren't done. It's like, it's weird, it's unpolished, but in a different way to the first game. The first game's development was rushed. This game seems like it just has a lot of issues. Sure, a lot of them could probably be easily fixed, and will be within the next couple of weeks, but it's weird. It's a weird scenario that the game is well made and everything's going great, other than just some design choices that are really bringing it down. But again, I do want to stress, all in all, I do love the new game. It's great. The dinosaur animations are so cool. It looks incredible, by the way. It looks great. I love the Chaos Theories as well. I'm playing through those still at the moment. I've just finished. I've just got onto the Jurassic World one, which I've heard is a pain as well. But hopefully it's not too bad. And yeah, I've seen quite a few people on Reddit complaining about this, and this is an issue I've had in a couple of my playthroughs as well. I just wanted to make a quick video, like, bringing this to light in case people, like, because I've not seen Beston's Lot Owner make a video on this, and they've all made reviews, so I don't know how this wasn't something they picked up on, but, you know. So anyway, I think that is it for my first video on Jurassic World Evolution 2, which I'm very excited to be back making videos again now that I've finished, well, not finished, but now I'm at a point I feel like I can actually give opinions on the game. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.